Have you ever felt stuck? Like you've been in a space for so long, but you know there is more to life than what it is. I understand. That was me, and I'm here to explain to you in this very video that you are watching right now that you can get out of feeling stuck to clarity. It's just going to take a few steps. My name is Noma, and I help creatives and entrepreneurs use their gifts, their God given gifts, to turn it into a profitable, soul aligned business. So let's get going. The feeling of being stuck was horrendous. Like I knew there was more to life than what it was. I always felt like something was missing. Innately, something was missing. I would go to work, so I love my job. I'm not about to put any spite towards people that work a 9 to 5, but I'm just going to express how I felt at the time that I was working a job. And this is for people who are ready to leave their job and don't know what to do next or don't know where to begin. I was so confused because I was like, what am I getting? Like, what are these feelings? And what do they mean? Like, what do I do next if I were to leave my job, right? I started off with just dibbling and dabbling in certain businesses. So I opened up a jewelry shop that went really well, and I was doing it outside of work. So after work, I work on my business, and that went really well until COVID hit, of course. And I said, you know what? I don't want to compete with things outside of my control. So I had to quickly let that go. I had to make a decision and let that go. So I finally made the decision to leave my job. It got to the point where it was so unbearable. Like I knew there was more. I used my skills to make other people rich. And I'm like, wait a minute. Why not turn those skills for my own good? I have all of these skills. I was downplaying myself for a long time. Meanwhile, other people were hiring me just because of the very skills that I was downplaying on. I think it's because we don't think it could happen for us. And I was so stuck in that mindset, that lack mindset, that mindset of doubt and fear, lack of confidence. But we're not doing that anymore. We're going to go through that in this video. In this video, we're going to speak on clarity and how to spot the skills that you need in order for you to monetize those very gifts. We're going to talk about packaging those gifts and moving forward thereafter. We get stuck and don't know what to do next for a few reasons. One being survival mode. I feel like a lot of people are not dreaming the way that they should because they're overwhelmed, exhausted, tired from working their jobs. They don't have the energy to dream. And that is totally understandable. I get it. Working a job, sometimes picking up overtime hours. By the time you get home, you still have to cook, clean. You have children to take care of. And school, maybe homework. You have to care for your husband if you're married. You get sidetracked, and I totally understand that. And then another reason would be comparing themselves. They compare their chapter 3 to someone else's chapter 30. And the importance of being and staying on your own lane, to not worry about what the next person is doing, and just focus on yourself, because watering your own seeds so that they can bloom for next season's harvest is so important. Fear is another reason why people don't know what to do next. I believe that fear is literally like the stronghold, the foundation to everything else, like to self-doubt, to lack of clarity, confidence, and so forth. When we dismantle fear, we can do anything. When it comes to fear of choosing the wrong thing, choosing the wrong business, what if it goes wrong? What if customers don't buy? That is all a part of the process. All a part of the process. Think of all the millionaires and billionaires out there that failed along the way. When you fail, you're actually learning. You're actually knowing, you know what? This route took me to a wall, so I can either turn left or turn right, and not be stuck at that wall and say, you know what? I'm just going to turn around and start from zero because this didn't work. You have options to keep going. The only option is to keep going. So in order to combat that survival mode, regulate your nervous system. Be still and know that I am God. Psalms 46:10. It is a verse that I hold on dearly. I quote that verse, if not every day, especially when I'm feeling anxious. Be still, know that I am God. We can't hear God clearly when our minds are all over the place, when we are operating in anxiety, overwhelm, chaos. Just think of it like this. When you are speaking, or let's say this, when you are speaking and someone speaks over you, how do you feel? You don't feel good, right? In other words, God will not compete. He will not compete with your chaos, with your emotions. Be still. I know it is rough. It's hard for me. It was definitely hard for me because it's like, oh, okay. I like to get busy. I feel like back then I was like, busy means that I am doing something. I'm checking things off the list. Excuse my voice. But in reality, being still is the most productive thing you could ever do in your life, especially now that you are seeking clarity and clarity for your next move. The best thing I have ever heard was to be still in order for you to move. Listen. Be still in order for you to move. Be still in order for you to move. Take that with you, memorize it, embed it into you. It is so important. Sometimes God can't get through to us because we're so busy and we're worrying. So here are some things that helped me be still. One is to journal. Get you a pretty journal. I wish I had my journal here. Get you a notebook. I need to bring my journal. I think it's in the other room. But get a notebook, get a piece of paper, pen, literally for like 10 minutes. Write down what you're feeling. Most likely that is God speaking through you. Write down the ideas. Brain dump. Spend some time. Don't rush. Don't make it pretty. Don't make it pretty. Make it you. Make it about what you want to do next, your to-do list. Make it about literally brain dump every single thing that is on your mind. Allow God to speak through you and let that pen just flow. Another one is to go for a walk, to play worship music, praise in the morning. Another huge one is to mindfully sip your water with breath work in the morning. Regulating yourself, regulating your nervous system in the morning is imperative for creativity, for my entrepreneurs and creatives out there. Get to a point of asking yourself, what do you want right now? What do you want out of life? Write down your skills, big and small, whether they are from previous jobs, life experiences, or whatever. Write them down on that same piece of paper. Your paper will be messy. Mine was a few pages long. It looked like a kindergarten was writing on it. I was on a trajectory, like I was heading somewhere. And I said, oh, well, do what it is this weekend and work on that brain dump. Work on your skills. I found my planner. She's so pretty. I have leopard bookmarks for for decoration mainly, but to obviously the bookmarks, but yeah. So okay, what are you gonna write in your planner or in your notebook? If you don't have a planner, this shouldn't stop you. That shouldn't stop you. The first question is, what do people come to me for? What do they come to you asking about? Plumbing, car wash detail, weight loss, supplements, advice, fitness advice, anything, gardening, knitting. Write them down. Please write them down. Don't underestimate your skills. Don't downplay your skills. There are people out there creating ebooks about gardening and making a living off of it. Literally. The next one is to write down a problem that you solve at your 9 to 5. Problems such as office skills, management, you work with customer relations, you are good in organizing, whatever it is that's on your resume, big or small, whether you are a receptionist or you are a manager, a district manager, a success manager, write them down. Write all of it down. You should have a page already. I'm over exaggerating, but honestly, you should have something on your page that can be monetizable, okay? Another one is to look at passions, hobbies that you love to do. Something that you can do for hours without getting tired. That can be creating designs on Canva. That can be organizing your closet. Those are all monetizable skills that people are out there are buying. There are people paying for the things that you're giving away for free. Okay, so here's the fun part. Once you have your skills written down, big or small, from your resume, from your job experience, from life itself, you are going to create a package offer. You are going to either create, let's say you want to get into freelancing, you're going to utilize the skills such as creating Canva templates, social media management, if you're good in growing social media accounts. There's a lot of small businesses out there that need freelancing work. They need virtual assistants. If you are good at coaching, if you are good at helping people lose weight, one-on-one services, teaching someone how to do something, you want that interactive one-on-one teaching method, that is coaching. That can be for workshops. I think that's a really good way, especially if you want to monetize in an extreme way. Digital products are just as good. It's a really good way to stretch on that. From your workshops, you can have people buy your digital products. So many ways to make money. For example, if you are a fitness instructor, your digital product can be on how to lose weight, how to lose 20 pounds by summer, using these methods. And then your workshop can be special forms when you are working out. You know what I mean? Like, you have so many ways to monetize off of one idea. You don't need the 10K followers. You don't need a fancy website either. You just need that belief you're worthy to monetize your skills. Solve that problem through your offer, through that digital product, through that physical product. That product that you're offering should solve a problem to make it even more profitable. Take that small step, whether it's DMing your friends, letting them know about your offering, your new business, whether it is sending an email, creating that Canva template and posting it onto your social media accounts. Take that one step. All it takes is that one step, and you are on the road going. Just remember that it's not about hustling. It's to create aligned income. You are no longer hustling. You are no longer hustling. Repeat after me. You are no longer hustling. Remember, clarity comes from slowing down. Your skills are valuable. And lastly, you can monetize with those exact same skills. You have everything you need within you.